Joining me now from Las Vegas is Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar. Good morning, Senator.
Good morning, Martha. It's great to be on.
It's great to have you on. After your strong third-place finish in New Hampshire, you're heading into the Nevada caucus with an endorsement from the Las Vegas Weekly shared with former Vice President Joe Biden. But the most recent Fox News poll had you at less than 2% of the vote in both Nevada and South Carolina. Your New Hampshire finish may help you, but you're just now doing ad buys, getting infrastructure in place. So how do you pull this off?
Well, actually, the Las Vegas Review-Journal that came out after New Hampshire yesterday had me at 10 points. And that's even a day before our ads even started. So we're pretty excited about that. I think that came out of all the work we've done in New Hampshire. We've had huge crowds, including over 1,000 people in Reno. And I think the newspaper endorsement of the Sun is also very helpful. So we see ourselves on an upward path. I never thought I was going to be able to compete with some of my opponents' bank accounts. But what I don't have in that, I have made up in hard work. We've got teams now in every Super Tuesday state. And we actually, since the New Hampshire debate, in just nearly over a week, raised $12 million online, most of it just from regular people that have been giving money online, new people who have discovered me for the first time and get what I'm focused on, which is bringing people with me instead of shutting them out, which is bringing back decency to the White House. And most importantly, having a president that can actually put herself in the shoes of other people in this country, given my background, compared to Donald Trump. So it's a very exciting time for our campaign that people counted us out. You know, when I announced in the blizzard, they didn't even think we were going to finish that speech, much less get through the summer and the debate. And we are clearly surging.
But Senator, in modern history, no major party nominee placed below second in Iowa and New Hampshire. So what are you doing that all those failed candidates in modern history did not do?
I think this is such a different primary season, Martha. There were so many candidates of merit, something like 25 people, and still so many candidates that made it hard for a lot of people to be able to have the numbers. And so what I've done is slowly but surely, in a steady fashion, which is what I think you want in a president, and in a frugal fashion, have gotten to where I am. Obviously, the next month is critical for us, but I think I'm just approaching this in a different way. And we really shocked the pundits in New Hampshire, and it was all hard work, the endorsements of the papers, the endorsement of the New York Times that I share with my friend Elizabeth, and the kind of momentum that you see. It's a different year.
Senator, I want to talk about the minority vote. You cannot win the nomination without the support of minority voters. The latest national poll from Quinnipiac University shows you at 0% among black voters against the rest of the primary field. Another national poll from Monmouth University shows you at 1% among black, Hispanic, and Asian voters. What's your plan to build the support you'll need in the upcoming contest? Areas that are far more diverse than New Hampshire?
Well, that's going to be on me. I need people to get to know me. I've always gotten high support in all my elections with the Hispanic and African-American communities in my state. That is a start. I have a number of endorsements from mayors in Minnesota who've been campaigning, African-American mayors, for me across the country. Linda Sanchez, a congresswoman from California, has endorsed me.
But you've been campaigning for a year. Aren't you running out of time with these minority voters?
No, because my name identification in states outside of the early few states was not that high, simply because I didn't have the money of Mike Bloomberg to run more ads during your show than I am on being interviewed on your show. I get that. That's what happens. And so it is on me as we have all this money now. We're finally able, to run ads in Nevada, to run ads in South Carolina and beyond. That is a big difference. People don't know me. And then I'm going to emphasize my record of equal opportunity, the work that I have done in leading so many voting rights bills, including automatically registering kids to vote when they turn 18, getting rid of gerrymandering, getting rid of voting purges. I have a strong record when it comes to voting rights as well as equal opportunity.
I want to talk about your record. I want to talk about something on your record. The chairman of a South Carolina Black Caucus talked to me about your record as a prosecutor in Minnesota. There are new revelations suggesting that a black teen sentenced to life in prison could be innocent. On Tuesday, you told ABC's The View that new information should be immediately reviewed, but wasn't it your responsibility at the time as the county's top prosecutor to make sure authorities had all the information before a teenager was jailed for this?
Well, I wasn't aware of that information, the new information, until this latest investigation, and it must be reviewed immediately, not just the new evidence, but old evidence as well.
But the old evidence, again, you were the county's top prosecutor and sent a teen to life imprisonment.
If I could, the defendants in this case, there were 3 defendants charged with killing an 11-year-old African-American girl who was doing her homework at her kitchen table. All 3 were convicted during the time that I was the lead attorney. We supervise about 10 to 15,000 cases a year. But this particular case, that verdict was thrown out because of police investigation, Miranda issues. The next county attorney, I was no longer in the office. I was a U.S. senator, then tried that case again.
Surveillance tape was not presented, no DNA, no gun, alibi witnesses not talked to, no fingerprints.
Martha, as a prosecutor, I cannot tell you, our job is to convict the guilty and protect the innocent. So when I look at something like this, I step back and say, all of these cases, when anything new comes in that puts into doubt any conviction, no matter when it is, must be reviewed. When I was county attorney, I undertook a major review of all of our serious cases involving DNA. This one didn't. I also pioneered a new way of doing eyewitness identification with the Innocence Project. I went around the country and debated other DAs about having interrogations be videotaped because I believe so strongly they should be videotaped. So when you look at my record, the 12% decrease in African-American incarceration rates when I was there, you see a number of things where I was focused on protecting the innocent. And my response to this case is this: it must be reviewed immediately and brought to court.
Okay, thank you very much for joining us this morning, Senator Klobuchar.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.